All right, and we are live once more. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special bonus episode. Well, I guess not really bonus, just kind of a special episode of HP Criticals Does It Hold Up? I'm your host, Brandon, and yeah, this is definitely a different one. First off, you can't see me. I'm like a ninja hiding in the shadows. No, the real reason is just my webcam just said it. Nah, just webcam just started to say nah today. So you know what? I'm just gonna be invisible today. You're just gonna see the gameplay and hear my voice basically. So, yeah, TMNT, the Cowabunga Collection is out, and let me just say real quick, this artwork that they have for the game here on the home screen is gorgeous. I just love the art of the turtles here. I thought it was just gonna be the logo on like a black background and maybe one of the games chosen, but no, they chose like a custom little icon here, and I really do appreciate it. It just already before I even loaded the game gives me a very good first impression. But yes, this is the TMNT Cowabunga Collection. It is a collection of 13 different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games from the early eras of gaming. So you got games from the NES era, you got Super Nintendo games, you got a Sega Genesis game. I think it's just the one. Some arcade games. You even have Game Boy games on this collection, which is incredible that they just put in all that effort to get these games into one collection. And I think I remember hearing somewhere that they said, we're probably not going to be able to do something like this ever again, so let's just go all out. And you know what? I appreciate the effort. So having all those era games from the era of like the 80s to like early 90s all in one collection is definitely good. Not just if you're a Turtles fan, but just in general, if you like game preservation, I think that's something worth noting. But yeah, this is more than just a launch stream of this game. This is going to be the beginning of a little series, a little mini series that I'm doing for HP Criticals Does It Hold Up. So if you're new to this series, HP Criticals Does It Hold Up is basically a series that I do where I go over an old game from an older system, usually using the Switch Online services, and determine if it still holds up in today. You can catch past episodes on our Twitch, and we also have some on YouTube. More VODs are coming very soon for that, by the way. But yeah, so for the month of September, we're going to be doing almost exclusively the Cowabunga Collection for Does It Hold Up. Now, like I said, there are 13 games in this collection, and I just kind of felt that it would be disingenuous to just do it all in one part because, first off, if I gave all 13 games the time they deserve, this would be a very, very long stream, and I don't know if I have the stamina for that or the time, to be perfectly frank. And I also don't want to rush through them because I think they do deserve some extra time. So I decided, you know what? September's going to be a month of Turtles games. We're starting with this episode here, doing the Cowabunga Collection, and then going through like about 3 of the games. So that's what's going on today. But yeah, because this is a launch stream, I will be kind of doing a general overview of the collection before I actually start playing any of the games. And then, like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 games. So the 3 games that I'm going to be doing today for the Cowabunga Collection is the original NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, the one that's infamous for its difficulty. Then I'm going to be doing the NES version of Tournament Fighters. I think that's what it was. Yeah. And then, what was the other one? I have my listing here. Let me just double check so I'm not giving out any false information here. Give me one moment. And then the Genesis Tourney. Now, another thing I want to mention before I load up the game is that the Cowabunga Collection, some of the games on the collection actually support online play. And so for those games, I'm going to try to have some guests over so we can play those games together for those. And that's another reason why I decided to do this as like a bonus Does It Hold Up series. Because a big part of my Does It Hold Up series is for these games that have multiplayer to actually have guests with me. And that's difficult to do with a lot of these like game collections because they don't support online play, but NSO does, which is why I usually use that. But you have online play for some of these games. So while I'm going to be doing several of these by myself, several more I'm going to try to have some people on so we can actually experience the game in a group, which I think is the best way to do it. Well, without further ado, why don't we go ahead and get this game loaded and see what we got going. I'm going to lower my volume a little bit because I'm sure it's probably... Oh, no, my volume's actually pretty good right now. So it shouldn't be an issue there. And again, apologies that you guys cannot see me. But yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Or how the pizza gets made. I don't know. I was going to have pizza today. I ended up having like a sausage hot dog instead. Which, that's New York too. The Toodles from New York. Hot dogs are big in New York as well. I've definitely seen the turtles eat hot dogs on occasion. All right, here we go, the intro. Short but sweet. It's you know, I think it's the intro that we needed. And now look at this title screen. You got the classic '80s Turtles with the April O'Neil on the bottom there, along with Splinter, Shredder on top, and a bunch of the other villains just kind of starting like Krang, Rocksteady and Bebop, Baxter Stockman, Leatherhead. They're just all there. All right, so like I said, let's go ahead and just take a look at the collection itself. I just love this artwork, man. It really feels like they went all out for this. You know, something else I need to try. I want to see if there's compatibility with, like, for example, if I'm playing one of the NES Turtles games, if I can use the NES D-pad, or, you know, because, you know, the Nintendo Switch has those controllers available, the NES controller, the Super Nintendo controller, and the Genesis controller, if you happen to have them. So it would be awesome if I could just use those. But you got the games, online, local play, Turtles Lair. First off, let's see what kind of options we got going on here. So you can just run the credits whenever you want. You can just change the language. You got a lot of different options here, actually, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna turn Rumble on. I don't know why that's even off. Well, I guess it's a compatibility thing, but let's see what's going on with the Turtles. Oh my God! So look at this. So right off the bat, looking at the Turtles lair, we have their lair based on the way it looked in the '80s cartoon. Strategy. Oh my God, bro! This is so sick. Look at this, man. All right, hold on. Let's do this search. Okay. What? All right, hold on. I'm overwhelmed, man. Look at all this stuff that they have. You can just see the boxes on the table. That's awesome. Like, you can see the NES games over there. The Game Boy games are right over there. All right. Oh my God. Game boxes, game manuals. All right, let's look at the box. So here's the box art for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on NES. And then you can look at the back of it too, where the controls. Oh my God, I'm gonna take a long time to look at these. Not on stream, but on my own time. Oh God, I need to back out. I gotta be careful with that. There we go. Look at this. And they even have the international box arts too. So they definitely, you know, that's just this box art here is more closely based on how they looked in the old '80s comic books, where they all had the same masks and everything. They were definitely going for the edgy style. And that's just something for marketing in the Western too, just have it look like that. But of course, with the Japanese style, they went for the cartoon look, which I think was pretty popular around that time as well. You see the back of that as well. And then you have TMNT 2, the arcade game, which was also an NES. This time they went more for the cartoon because they realized how big that was, so they wanted to make sure that was marketed. But man, look at this. The Japanese box art for it, which is pretty much the same as the American box art from the looks of it. Oh, that even says Cowabunga on the Japanese art. That's awesome. Then TMNT, the Manhattan Project, which I believe was the last game released on the NES console for the Turtle series. That is. Yeah, look at the. I forgot what those dinosaurs were called from the cartoon. Yeah, I forgot. The Triceratops, I think they were called, or something like that. It's been a while. It's really been a while. Maybe it even says it on the back. Mondo Mutants. I'm like actually trying to skim here to see if I can find the name here, but I can't see it, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. TMNT 2. Interesting. So they called Manhattan Project TMNT 2 in Japan. Oh my God, TMNT! That's funny. And then we have Tournament Fighters on the NES, which is the NES port of that game. So it wasn't the last one. Tournament Fighters was actually the last one. Yeah. This one I don't think, for 1 or 2 Hardened Street Warriors. And then here's the first Game Boy game, TMNT Follow the Foot Clan. Nice little box art there. Again, classic Turtle style from the 80s cartoon, but more hard hitting to make it, you know, edgy, I guess. And the Japanese Game Boy one, almost the same. TMNT 2 back from the sewers. I have to be careful of that because there was a TMNT cartoon called Back to the Sewers, which was the second season of Turtles I had actually ever watched, so I have a lot of nostalgia for that one. That's looking pretty good. And in Japan, they just called it TMNT 2. Interesting. And then TMNT 3, Radical Rescue for the Game Boy. There's a lot here, so I am going to try to like speed through this. But like, here's their box art for the Japanese. That's very different. Definitely going more for the cartoon style there. Whoa, here we go. Now we're on the Super Nintendo era. TMNT 4, Turtles in Time. People may be familiar with the Turtles in Time arcade game, but for the Super Nintendo version, they wanted to market it as a continuation of the trilogy that was on NES. So they called it TMNT 4, Turtles in Time. Here. And then this, they didn't even put the 4 in the Japanese version of the Super Famicom title. They just called it Turtles in Time. I just, you know, before I heard these games were already get released, I didn't realize how big the Turtles were in Japan too. I kind of thought, I'm going to be real, I thought it was just kind of like only a Western thing. Here we go. But here's the Super Nintendo version of Tournament Fighters. Very similar to the NES box art. In fact, it's almost exactly the same. But this is one of the ones that actually has online play. And they called it Mutant Warriors in Japan, it looks like. To separate it from the Tournament Fighters, I guess. Here's the Hyperstone Heist for Genesis. I believe this was the only Genesis game released for, the only Turtles game released for the Genesis. And here they just kind of have it folded like that, which is interesting. They called it Return of the Shredder for the Mega Drive. That's interesting. Interesting. And here's the Genesis version of Tournament Fighters. Again, very similar box art, but there it is. The Japanese box art for Tournament Fighters, which is way different from the other ones. That's actually really cool. Oh, that was all of them. Okay, so we went through all the games. And then we have the game. I am definitely not going through all of this because that's the ones for each one. But yeah, look, you have the actual instruction manual for each one. And look, see, you even have the controls right there, so I'm really hoping that there's a way that you can set up the controls to use for this version. Look at all this, man. This is so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and take a nice long look at this on my own time, but that's all there. The ads and catalogs, magazine advertisements. Look at this, man. This is so cool. Look at all this. They really went all out with this. Look at this, man. Freaking press releases. So we're going even beyond magazines. We're just straight up other whatever kind of advertisements they could find for these games. Oh my god. Look at this. This is not even related. This is a completely different game in Japan. But it happened to have the little blurb of the turtles on the right, so they included it anyway. They didn't even crop out the turtle part to put by itself. They just kept the whole thing in there. Oh man. This is more than just like preservation. This is just like straight up. This feels like almost like a time capsule for the 80s and 90s just looking at this. I'm so impressed, man. Guess who's coming to Super NES? And they just had the turtles in different outfits to try to lead all those turtles in time. That makes sense. This is catalogs and media kits. Look at this. I want to read like all of this, man. This is so interesting. Snake, they have Snake's Revenge there. Freaking Snake's Revenge is just right in this art. Oh man, very few people even remember Snake's Revenge. It was like that unofficial sequel to Metal Gear, but it's here just because it's the same ad. My God, dude. I have to wonder if at any point they had to like censor out anything, because if it was a game, advertising game that Konami doesn't own, could they even do that? Comic books. You can see like they don't have the full comic books, but you can see like the covers of like Turtles comic books, the original Eastman and Laird comic books. There is so much to this collection. Oh, so the box art for the NES game came from this cover from Eastman and Laird's Turtles. Wow, man. Look at all these comics they have, man. And yeah, for a good while, they all had the same masks. It's crazy to me that there was a time where they just did that, because they don't look that different at all with the same masks. Like, I think the mask really does go a long way to making them feel more unique. So I'm glad that's something that the 80s cartoon did. There's so much. Between this and the Sonic collection that came out not too long ago, the Sonic Origins collection. There's just so much love being put into these classic games, along with like all this other stuff that you can look at. This is so cool. Animated wait, what? Are you? Hold on. Oh, it's stills. I was like, there's no way they just threw entire episodes on here. There's just no possible way. And then like stills from each season all the way to 10. The 2003 one is where I got my start though. Specifically, let me see if I can find it. There we go. Season 6. Season 6 was TMNT TMNT Fast Forward is the very first season of Ninja Turtles I had ever watched, and it's what made me become a Turtle fan. I eventually went back to season 5, which I believe was the Tribunal arc. They were showing this all the time back in the day in 4Kids, so I watched a lot of this. They actually went out of order. They had showed season 4 before. I had not watched seasons 1 through 4 at all. I just wasn't interested in the Turtles at the time. But for whatever reason, the Fast Forward thing is what got me into season 6. Then they showed the Tribunal arc, which was season 5, and that's why I watched that. And then season 7 was Back to the Sewers, which I watched, and that was like the finale of that series. I would love to go back and watch the earlier seasons of the 2003 Turtles, but otherwise, this is where I got my start. And then the 2012 one on Nickelodeon, I watched all of this. It had 4 seasons, with the 5th season being kind of like a little bonus season, showing off some like bonus adventures. It was very neat because essentially the story finished with season 4, but then they just did a little bonus with season 5, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've watched the odd episode of this, but there's a lot of it I haven't seen because Nickelodeon's airing of it got really weird for a time, so I'm probably just going to binge it at some point. But yeah, that's so cool that they have that. Behind the scenes, style guide excerpts. It's like original design doc. Dude, there's so much here. Music from the different games. You have sound test. Strategy guides, man. Look at this. They just give you strategy guides for these games. And then you can interact. Oh my god. Wow. So we're almost half an hour and I haven't even started playing a game. There's so much in there in that Turtles layer that you can just look through, and I think that's so incredible that you just have all that information there. Like, this is more than just the games, man. This is just a love letter to Turtles fans everywhere. There's just so much here. Let me see local play. So let's see what games we have that have local play. So if you're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, that's 4-player, and I'm gonna be doing something with that at some point in the month of September. Turtles in Time, the arcade game, is also 4 players. Again, we will be doing stuff with that as well. Tournament Fighters on Super Nintendo has 2 players, so there's that. Hyperstone Heist on Genesis has 2 players. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the local play games. And let me see what we're going on for online here. I just want to see if it's the same ones. Okay, so Tournament Fighters, again, Super Nintendo. Hyperstone Heist is also 2-player. Arcade. So in total, it's available for 4 games. Both local and online play for those 4 games. Yeah. So, pretty late into the month of September, I'm going to be doing one based on, Does It Hold Up? Based on the 2 fighting games, namely Tournament Fighters for Super Nintendo and the Hyperstone Heist for Genesis. And then there'll be a separate episode, which is going to be like the finale of our miniseries. We'll be going through the 2 arcade games, that being TMNT Arcade and TMNT Turtles in Time. I think that's a good place to like wrap things up. So yeah, it's good to know. So let's go to the games themselves. Let's get started here. We're gonna go all the way back here. Oh god, where is it? Alright, here we go. This is the original. You got, let me see, enhancements. Oh, what do we got here? Remove slowdown when too many characters on the screen, allowing fast action all times. Turn remove slowdown off. Wait, hang on. So if you have it off, it's gonna be true to how it was the original game was. for the purposes of does it hold up, I'm gonna leave it like I'm gonna leave that alone. Remove the sprite limitations and everything else, allowing smooth animation at all times. That's a pretty cool feature. Again, for purposes of does it hold up, I'm not going to. You can also watch it. I'm not gonna mess with that just yet because I want to play it. But like, anyway, yeah. It even tells you what system it was for just by showing you like the button layouts. I think I am seriously gonna like attempt to like configure the controls and see if I can use the NES controller. Right now I'm gonna just start off with the Pro controller that I'm using, but I want to try both to see if it'll let me do it. So you got so here we go. I'm just gonna go through each of the games before we get started. We kind of already went through them, but here we go. TMNT, original NES, one-player game. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, which is also NES. Hold on one second. I want to check one more thing. I'm checking my notes to make sure that I'm going through the right games. Okay. Sorry, just let me go check something real quick. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I might have to do some adjustments. Actually, no. We're okay. This one does have 2 players. That's right. And Manhattan Project also has 2 players. Unfortunately, you don't have online for those. So you will have to have, so those are like local only. But I'll see if I can get someone to come with me for those episodes. Because I want to do them justice after all. I'm sorry, I made these notes like forever, so I wanted to make sure that they were pretty accurate to what I was going to be doing going forward in the series. Anyway, getting back to what I was looking at before, yes, so you have the NES TMNT, the arcade game, which I guess was intended to be kind of like a port of the arcade game, so they called it TMNT 2. They did not do that in Japan, they just called it the arcade game in Japan. And then this one became 2 for them because they didn't call this one 2. It's confusing, I know. But yeah, that's how that one goes. There's TMNT, the Manhattan Project, also NES, 2 players. Tournament Fighters is the NES game, 2 players. Did I say I was doing that today? I might not, actually. Because if it does have 2 players, I'd like to actually try to experience it with 2 players. Just, yeah. We have Follow the Foot Clan for the Game Boy. Back to the Sewers for the Game Boy. Radical Rescue for the Game Boy. The Arcade Turtles, which we got ported into the NES, I believe. Turtles in Time, also for the arcade. The Super Nintendo port of our Turtles in Time, that only had 2 players. Tournament Fighters on the Super Nintendo. The Hyperstone Heist on the Genesis, my bad. Tournament Fighters on the Genesis. And then the original. So, I'm going to be doing some quick changes on the fly because I didn't realize that you could actually do 2 players with the NES and Genesis versions of those games. So I might be doing a little bit of a change actually. I'm definitely still going to play the original Ninja Turtles game right here, right now. But I might throw some Game Boy games into there as well. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do this. It loads so fast, too. Katana Blades for Leonardo. Raphael, Weapon Sight. Michelangelo, Weapon Nunchakus. Donatello, Weapon Bow. I like that they have the unique mask, even though it's like the 80s comic art. And there's Shredder, and I'm assuming that's April. So I actually have played a little bit of this game. It was available for a brief time on the NES. So it starts off with Leonardo by default. Oh my god, that rumble was like actually pretty extreme. Wow, that's some heavy rumble. I see why it was turned off by default. That is really heavy rumble. Like, you can probably, like, actually hear the rumble. I might have to turn it off. The map shows your position on the ground. And you can switch them on the fly, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's a rewind feature. Yeah, that's awesome. There we go. So R button is like, I'm going to turn off that rumble, actually, because, wait, can I? And you can refer to the strategy guide in-game. So you can, like, fill the screen if you want. Oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Filter. Let me see how the TV filter looks. Oh, I see. Like it's on an old CRT. That's pretty cool. Monitor. Oh, I definitely don't like that. LCD. Oh, wow. I do like having the border on, though, so I'll keep it on. But there's so many options. So I do want to actually test real quick to see if I can use the NES controller. Let me grab mine real quick. And let me see if it lets me. I'm very curious. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, this is not properly mapped, unfortunately. So I can't even swing. I can't even use my weapon. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. I was hoping it would let me, but no. You can't. You cannot use the NES controller for this game, unfortunately. That's an actual shame. Because they mapped it to Y, which doesn't exist on the NES controller. What are my save game? Save. Let me quit it, actually. I gotta fix that. I don't normally mind rumble, but that rumble is extreme, man. That's way too much. So yeah, you can suspend anywhere, which is great. That sucks though. Bro, these enemies are interrupting my flow, man. Like, every time I try to go there, they're just like already there. I should be using the D-pad. Yeah, let me use the D-pad here. Oh my god, this sucks. That's pretty cheap, honestly. Let me switch to Johnny here. He's a boss. That range is incredible. The only thing is he can't really crouch while attacking because he goes downwards instead. On to the next. Oh, there's that screen flicker that they were warning me about. Go into some sewers. Go into some sewers to proceed. You can do it. Oh, you gotta press select to do it, okay. Oh, there's Bebop. Oh, I'm getting... Oh, no! Wrong button. Switch to another turtle. Be careful. Use careful time in teamwork to win. You can do it. Come on, I almost got him. Got you. Here. Okay, let's go this way. Can't go through the door. Oh, that's what I should be doing. There we go. That should make things a little easier. Take that. This is a dead end? That's crazy. Go this way. Can't go in there. To another sewer. But not get hit though. Get extra energy with pizza. This way. Ooh, got me from the air. Alright, I got caught. Who fights next? Oh my god, I got folded. It is so easy to die. Well, he was better for that part after all. Unbelievable. He was the answer to this whole thing the whole time. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and he's out. Game over. So where does it send me? Let's see where it takes you. Well, that's nuts. It seems like the progress was like completely reset. Trying to corner me. Got him. Okay. So that warehouse was useless, so I'm not going in there. Some pizza that someone could use to heal. Seems like it's a dead end otherwise. Oh, hello, friend. Another one. Well, moving right along. This could prove difficult. This is definitely a new area. Let's see what we can do. Go raft for a little bit. That hurt me a little bit. Try going this way. Huh? We need to change tactics a little bit. Here comes Rocksteady. Crap. Wrong button. How far back will it let me go? Oh! Got too careless. Is it just, oh crap. Oh, we got him. We saved April. Don't let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. You have my support. Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow. Oh no, we traded. Way. Oh no! No, that was cheap. Hold up. Oopsie, not far enough. Oh, folded. Oh, that's useful. No, come on. I was just trying to get used to it. Bro, what? Alright, let me see where it takes me, actually, before I... Okay, so you at least start from the area that you were in before. That's nice. So with that said, let me actually go ahead and save here. And since this doesn't hold up, sure, let's talk about what I felt about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I did not go into the infamous bomb diffusion level, but I do remember how that was. I will say, yeah, no, this game, just from the little bit that I've done by itself, is definitely difficult. Like, it holds up to my memory of how difficult it was, but it doesn't seem unfair. Again, that I did not do the bomb diffusion level. That one definitely felt more on the unfair side. But that's really the only one I hear about. Maybe it's because people didn't go any further than that, but no, it's definitely. But it's still a fun game. I will say, like the mechanic of switch between the turtles to get yourself different weapons. Very reminiscent of like switching weapons in the time of when this game came out. So I think it's a pretty cool mechanic in that regard. But I really like it. Like it's staged, and you definitely, for the purposes of playing it as close to I could as the original form, I did not do the screen filtering like the flickering thing rather. And I definitely kept the action going. You can definitely do those to like make the game a better experience for you, or if you want to play it the original, you have that option as well. No, it's definitely still a lot of fun to play today. It's very difficult, but with all these accessibility options, if this is something that you want to see through to the end, it's very doable. Yeah, if I was to rate the game based on its original form, I don't know how well it'd hold up because it felt very unfair. But with all these options there, it's a very fun game with the basics that you have. I think everything that's being added to the Cowabunga Collection makes it hold up a lot better than it once did before. So I think that's definitely something to consider as well. Yeah, the game, as far as the Cowabunga Collection, holds up. It's just, it takes a game that already has a good foundation and just kind of improves on it how it can. And I think that's worth noting. Well, with that, we're going to be moving on to the next game in this little series here. I thought about it, and I might just do a little bit of adjustments here. Let me see. But it seems like the NES one and the Game Boy games seem to be the only ones that are one player only. So I might be doing some adjustments to my schedule here as a result. I was originally going to have the Game Boy games be like, I guess the second episode of this Doesn't Hold Up miniseries, but I'm thinking I'm going to change things around a little bit because, yeah. Let me just see. Let me just adjust the schedule here real quick. Give me one moment. What am I doing? The Fall of the Foot Clan, right, for the Game Boy? Let's see how that one goes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fall of the Foot Clan. Yes, that's the one I'm doing right now. Cool. So that has been changed. What kind of enhancements does this one have? Bonus game practice. Practice the bonus games. I don't even know what that really means. Why don't we go ahead and go into it though? Ooh, look at these. Look at this Game Boy graphics. If I play this, this is probably gonna I'm gonna be playing more handheld, just to give it that Game Boy feel. April has been kidnapped by Shredder. You hear that music? Turtles, you must save April. That's awesome. I love that it has that for the Game Boy. So this came out in 1990, so this is like a year after the Game Boy has come out. Oh, you can just choose, huh? Player select. Well, I gotta go down intelligence to start off with. Stage 1. Oh, this music though. This is literally the opening of the show. This is so awesome. I pressed the wrong button. I love this already. Oh, you can't aim your weapons. Oh, this is so charming. I like this. Okay, so pause is just a pause. And then you have your R button that does that. You have rewind for this as well. So all the games have rewind, I'm assuming. Oh, you can do like a kick. Oh, interesting. You can do a shuriken. There's so many options with this actually. This is awesome. I'm actually really enjoying this. Pizza. Here we go. No penalty falling in the water. Okay, I'll take that. Good, because I had no idea where I was going. The jump feels heavier down here for some reason. Ooh, the hitbox there is not good. There doesn't seem to be any penalty for using shuriken, so I should probably be using those more. Okay. I'm going to assume that's just an obstacle that I can't hit. Like, honestly, this is a really fun game, and I'm just glad, like, it feels like, how do I put this? Because it's like a simple Game Boy game, it just feels like, and a licensed one at that, it just feels like a game that a lot of people wouldn't care to preserve. But there's a lot of fun in this game already. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, even though it's obviously graphically it doesn't look as good as the NES game, I'm having more fun with it than I did the NES game. Like, everything feels fair so far. It's simple, but it's still enjoyable. And there's a game that I otherwise would never have gotten a chance to try. So this is really fun, actually. Back to the surface. Obstacle, huh? Hold on, I'm gonna back up because I keep pressing the wrong button. That's why I'm keep getting hit there. I would the only thing is I wish I could map the buttons a little bit because having Y be the jump button and B be the attack button is throwing me off. See, again, I pressed the wrong button there. Well, that one got me just legitimate, so I'll take that. Pizza. Again, press the wrong button. I'm being more forgiving to it because I can do that rewind. That was This level is going on a little too long, though. Press the right button again. Oh, hold up. There's my own fall. I'll take that. Pizza! How long is this level, man? Okay, here we go. Back to the sewers. I guess if I had to give one criticism, this is a little repetitive. Oh, see, press the wrong button again. Is there button mapping? Hold on. Is there button mapping? Change controls. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, up, down, left, right, start, select, jump is B and then attack is A. What would I prefer? I prefer to jump with... I prefer to do the opposite, honestly. Oh, that feels much better already. That is, yeah. Yeah, that feels more natural to me. Yeah, that's significantly better. Yeah, I should have done that from the start. That button mapping was trash. Not a lot of, the only thing is, it's fun, but there's not a lot of level design going. Like, it's pretty much, at least for level 1, it's pretty much the same level. It's pretty, I can see why somebody may not like it. It's pretty repetitive. But it's fun. Like, the basis is fun, at least. little Timmy that likes Ninja Turtles would have fun with this game. He moonwalked in. Oh, here we go. Rocksteady. Oh my god, this is... Rocksteady didn't have a chance, man. That was brain dead easy. The enemy must be near. The enemy must be near. April is screaming. And then you can choose a different turtle for the next level. Oh, I like Mikey as well. I'll choose him for this one. It's pretty cool that you can just choose whichever level you want. I'm gonna assume that was because of the battery life. Maybe you can't like save the game. Ooh! Oh, hold on. Is the speed high enough for you to actually be able to go past that? That is such a narrow window. That is actually not fair. And the fact that you can save anywhere means you can like do a little progress as you go, which is really cool. Oh man, the new button layout that I made for myself just feels so much better. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you can map buttons, maybe you can use the NES controller back in TMNT 1. If you just map the buttons correctly. That might be something I actually go back and try, because I would love to be able to use it with like the actual controller layout that it's supposed to have. Oh goodness. Well, these things are just coming out of the woodwork. First hit I've taken all the level, I think, excluding when I was getting clobbered by that column thing. That's like fire down there. I guess we'll see. That was a flying pizza box. Let's go. Can I get out of here? Oh my god, that took a lot of damage for that. Michelangelo is captured. Alright, let's see what happens now. So it follows the same principle as the NES game. His size looked more like rakes. That's kind of off-putting. Be cool if those rolling things could hit the Foot Clan instead of me. But I guess it'd be kind of advanced for a game like this. This is a Game Boy as Game Boy game, you know. It's early too. Like Game Boy came out in '89. This came out in '90. So this is as early as it gets for Game Boy. Don't know why the pizza box was just flying, but yeah, we take it. But no, like repetitive level design and enemies aside, this is a perfectly fun game. Crap. A little damage from that, but that's okay. I love air intercepting. It's such a sick move. Moving on. Oh, hello. It's Bebop. Gotta get him stuck. You know, get out of here. Got you. Got him. Oh no, they escaped by car. Oh, he's just gone. Oh, that sucks. I'll go ahead and save there though. And I think that's a pretty good look at Fall of the Foot Clan, especially since that seems to be like 2/5 of the game right now. Wow, no, that's actually a lot of fun. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's a very simple Game Boy game. There's not a lot to it. You hit things and the level and your enemies come at you. There's not a lot to it, but hey, it's fun. Like if you like turtles, like this is a perfectly fine game. That's like a game is clearly meant to be kind of like a time waster, I would say. That's kind of how I feel with it. That's kind of how I feel about it. But it's a fun time waster. The fact that all these games in this collection you can just like save anywhere. Honestly, I might try to finish this game like at some point this year because this is just so fun. It's just like a little simple game to go through. So yeah, it's simple, but it's very fun. It's a lot of fun. I say this still holds up, especially with the new features. They like the rewind features that you have now. No, it is perfectly enjoyable. Perfectly simple but enjoyable. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do all the Game Boy games then. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is TMNT 2 Back from the Sewers. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that real quick. Oh shoot, I took away all of it. Now I gotta like type it all out. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Let's see. Back from the Sewers. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so Back from the Sewers. The second of the Game Boy trilogy. I can't really say much more beyond that, though. Honestly, this one is kind of a mystery to me. But, let's give it a try. Oh, now we have the full-on Game Boy Konami logo. Actually, when did this one come out? I guess we'll see in a second. There's that intro again. '91, so this is a year later. Let's see what the options are. BGM test. Set that thing to easy. Teenage Mutant Ninja options. I love having the classic theme in this like 8-bit format. It's honestly kind of tickles me a little bit. Alrighty. Back from the sewers. Act 1. Oh wow. This game looks way different already from the last one. Like, they actually put digitized sound clips in this 8-bit Game Boy game. Impressive, honestly. Alright, let's see how we're looking, though. No, everything seems okay. I'm jumping and attacking pretty much how I'd want to. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, I'm cool with what we have. I don't know. Something about this sprite work, though, it's not grabbing me the same way the last one did. The last one was a lot more simple, but it was effective. This one is going for more, but in a weird way is doing less for me. Like, they're definitely trying to do a lot more with the sprite work, but I don't know. I think I'm already preferring the simple style of the last game. Still fun though. It's simple, but it's fun. Still no up attack though. Got you. Got you. Okay. Pizza! Ooh. Okay. Moving on. There we go. To the surface. Okay, moving on. The way he's holding his bow staff, it almost makes it feel like he's using like a rifle or something. Oh wow, cheap. It almost looks like I'm shooting them. That's so hard to react to. It happens so fast. Ugh. I can use some pizza. more pizza. Boss time? I felt like there was a boss. Oh no, I'm just following them into the sewer. Cave in? Oh, okay. I was wondering how am I crossing that pit? That's not quite big enough. There's a little more going on with this sequel in terms of like what they're doing with levels. So that's nice at least. Whoa! Slide kicks, huh? Alright, man. Oh, that's cheap. Alright, this is pretty cheap right now. Pizza TMNT. This music, is it boss time? It's rock steady. I'm not doing a lot of damage to him. Well, let's see what happens here. Until it's captured. Let's try Leonardo here. This is Leo? Why is his range so short? Got him. Rescue. Well, my health is not here. Oh, your time is like your health. The more damage you take, the faster your health goes down. I wonder if rescue, like, if you don't take enough damage. Oh, I took too long. That was probably a rescue for like to rescue the turtle that got taken. Oh wow, here we go. Skateboarding section. That definitely wasn't in the original. Got you. This is hard, man. Good luck when you get pizza. Oh boy. Freaking Donkey Kong nonsense. I don't think I did much to that. I'd go for some more pizza right about now. Last time? Bro, you didn't give me more pizza. Oh no, not Bebop. Without more pizza? You give me one pizza box. A single pizza box, man. FIO it is. This is really difficult, actually. Let's see if we can rewind that a little bit. I can beat you first. No! That box is stupid, man. Oh my god. Well, let's see what happens if we get all of them captured. Okay, so that brings them all back. So where does it send you? Back to the beginning of 2. Okay. Pizza time indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and save that there. I think that's a good look at Back from the Sewers. Okay, so this one. I don't like it as much as the Far from the Foot Clan. It felt more ambitious. It felt more ambitious for sure. No questions there. But I'm just wondering if it did a lot with that ambition. I don't know. It felt more simple. Like, the fact that you don't have a ranged weapon kind of sucks. The bosses felt more simple. Like, the level design was going more places in the first game, and the sprites were definitely trying to do something. But I don't know. It lacked a little of the personality of the first one. Like, the first one felt like they had limitations. They weren't, but I don't know. It feels like they were able to do less with more with the first one. Where the second one, they tried a bit too much and it kind of like got in the way. I wouldn't say it's bad per se. I like the difficulty options and everything else that it has going for it, but I definitely prefer Fall of the Foot Clan from as opposed to Back from the Sewers. Like, I think that the first one is definitely a better game. That said, this is still perfectly fine. Again, with the quality of life improvements they added on the Cowabunga Collection, this is still a perfectly fun game. It's just, if you're not a big fan of, like, I would say, like, the turtle format, like, I don't think this is going to do much for you. I would say it held up a little less than the first one, surprisingly, but I think it's still fun. I think it's still a really enjoyable game. It's hard to say whether I mean, it's on the Cowabunga Collection. All these games I can say for now, with the improvements added by the oh, well, no, that's actually something I want to mention. There are some little cheap moments here and there where you can get like hit by stuff while I'm looking at it. Again, the rewind feature alleviates most of that. So I have to just like make sure that it's perfectly clear that if it wasn't on the Cowabunga Collection, I probably wouldn't say it holds up, but because it does, it is. Oh God, I'm all over the place. I apologize. Because it is on the Cowabunga Collection, I think it does hold up better than I think it otherwise would have, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, so that's Back from the Sewers. We're gonna play the last game for the day, which is going to be Radical Rescue. Just looking at this picture, it already looks significantly better. Oh my goodness. That box art though, look what is going on with Leo. Oh my God. Let me just go ahead and adjust the stream title real quick. Radical Rescue. Yep, that is what I'm looking for. Alright. So again, don't know much about the Game Boy games. Just the animation alone looks a lot better though. So I'm excited to give this one a try. Let's get into it. That's a much better Konami logo though. Oh no, not a password system. Why would you go back to that? I guess in the beginning they were just showing off like different levels, so they did that instead of like a save system, but oh God, I hate password systems. That's already a downgrade for me. And this came out like 2 years later. A year has passed since Shredder was defeated. While three of the turtles relax in their sewer retreat. A special bulletin from April O'Neil interrupts their favorite TV show. This is scrolling like really slow though, I will say. I'm here at the scene of an incredible prison break. Oh no. It seems that the criminal responsible is... Ah! Oh no. The broadcast is cut off. Yikes! We gotta go save April. The turtles spring into action and head for the fortress. Meanwhile, Michelangelo is returning from the pizza joint and notices the place is deserted. So Mikey was the one that was missing. Hey, where'd everybody go? Just then, bizarre laughter crackles out of the TV. Your friends are mine now, little turtle. If you dare to rescue them, come to the abandoned mine at the edge of the city. So they got captured? Don't worry, gang. I'm on my way. So right off the bat, we're playing as Mikey. So it's reusing music, but the animations just look like significantly better. Still no upward attack, but this is like the frame rate on this feels like immaculate. Like, this is the best feeling turtle game of the Game Boy so far. And you have this to just slow your descent. That's awesome. So the fact that this game doesn't have you choose the turtles and it seems to be like Mikey focus in the beginning is pretty cool. Makes me wonder though, how's that gonna go going forward? Like, are you gonna play as the other turtles as the game goes on? Guess we'll have to see. Very Castlevania level design so far. Classic Castlevania, that is. Pizza. There's a big piece over there. I gotta make sure I grab that. I'm doing so bad so far. Huh? Oh, you gotta save them before you can use them. Cowabunga. How do I use my pizza? Hold on. No, seriously, how do I use my pizza? Interesting. Maybe it saves me at the last minute. That's not enough to press. Out. Alright, the pizza comes to rescue at the last second. So it's like a fairy in the Zelda games. Much more open design for this one. Look at this. It's like, this is almost like a Metroidvania. Interesting that they went for that from this entry. Boy, I'm already lost as a result. Don't tell me I'm going in circles now, though. Go that way. Oh god. Top score. Where does it start me from? Ooh. Ooh, this is straight up arcade style. So it feels the best, but it's probably the hardest one. really do gotta keep your eyes on the map for this one, I see. I don't even know where I'm going. I guess those black dots is like a part of the world we're trying to get to. I'll keep an eye on it, I guess. Not that way. Seems I should be going looking for a way down. I'm gonna need that pizza. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that pizza. Seems like that's the only way down or out. I guess my best effort to get left. Okay, keep going this way. Continue this path. But it seems like I'm trying to go that way. Look for a car. Oh, this really is a Metroidvania. Look at this. Cards? Okay, that's unfair. So I gotta find a card to go over there. I'm shocked that didn't damage me. My window is like really small, it seems. This is a dead end. Let's try another path. I was blending too well with the environment. That's not even fair. I'll take that. Back up this way then. Try this one. Oh boy. Oh my god. This is such a maze. And there's so many cheap ways to like to get hits, man. Or take hits. Alright, I am super lost. How about the strategy guide for this one? How does this one look? Interesting. Oh look, you got a full map of like everything. Oh wow. Triceraton, that's what I was looking for earlier. Secret message in the upper right. What? X large pizza with the works. Oh, extra large pizza. Okay. Secret message in the top right. What? Oh, it's 2 pages. It's a tough game. Yeah, I feel like it's tough. Oh, man. This definitely feels like a game where you'll need the guide. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. So that's TMNT 3, Radical Rescue. Definitely a different game than the other two. The other two are more pure platformers where you can choose Return of the Turtle. This one is a straight up Metroidvania. I had no idea. And that you have to get the turtles, different turtles, to get different abilities and explore the big maze. It's only one maze, but like, for a Game Boy game, that's actually kind of impressive. And that you actually have a map, which is something that Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy didn't have a map. You didn't have a map in that game, so you kind of have to mental map everything. Wow. I was getting very lost. I would definitely take a picture of that map that they had there and have it as like a reference guide, because I was getting lost. And, you know, it was kind of getting a little much. But I applaud this game for doing something different than the other Turtles games did. And I don't know if any other Turtles games, the classic style, are like this, where it's just like this Metroidvania style. That's a thumbs up for me, even if I got a little confused here and there. I would say if you're into that genre, this game is going to hold up very well for you. If you're not, you'll probably won't like this compared to the other Turtles games, which are a lot more simple in terms of going. But it's interesting to me that Leo was in the box art and looking so ferocious when I guess you have to like rescue him to like even go forward in the game. It's like Mikey's by himself. Like it's very interesting that they went in this direction with the game. He probably is the only one that has the propeller ability as well, which I guess is a nice little beginner tool as well. Yeah, no, this is it's a fascinating game. You do take some like cheap damage here and there. Again, the rewind feature I think mitigates that in a big way. So no, I would definitely recommend giving this game a try if you have the Cowabunga Collection and use those features. Like don't. Oh, and you can also change regions, which is something that I never did like even once. I don't know how much that affects things. I think some versions are easier than the other ones. Like this one had, what enhancements does this one have? Enable map icons that show the location of boss, kidnap friends, and key cards. I'm gonna turn that on next time. I try to keep that as faithful as possible to like the original, but nah, I'm definitely gonna use that map icons if I play myself. Like, yeah, for sure. No, like with the quality of life improvements, I think this is a very playable game that you can enjoy. It gets a thumbs up for me. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the Cowabunga Collection Does It Hold Up launch stream. Obviously, there's a lot more games, but like I said, I'm going to be doing those over the course of September. So look forward to that. We got more Does It Hold Up coming up. I would say next week is when I'm going to be doing the... let me see. I'm going to be doing the Tournament Fighters for the NES and Genesis, because those are the ones that don't have the ability to play online. So I'm going to have to do those. I'm not sure who I'm going to have as a guest. I'm going to try to figure that out. If possible, I'm going to see if I can get my friend Zach over those days to do that, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I'll keep you guys posted to see how we go about that. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us for the launch stream of Cowabunga Collection. This was a lot of fun. Looking forward to checking out the other Turtles games as the weeks go on. If you enjoyed this stream, definitely check out the website HPCritical.com. We got all kind of articles on gaming and other forms of media there. Definitely take a look at all that cool stuff. Follow our social media. If you're looking for stuff on the website, our Twitter is @critical_HP. If you're looking for information on stream stuff, our Twitter there is @HPCStreams. Our Facebook is HPCritical, and our Instagram is HPCriticalGaming. Give any of those follows, stay up to date on what we're doing. And with that, I will catch you guys next time. Cowabunga. Bye.